first hill on this run, and not a big one, not a bad one, but definitely trying to take the hills seriously, because this race looks like it has one pretty good sized hill, but we got to do it a whole bunch of times. So this 50 miler, my biggest concern right now is simply not being fast enough to do 50 in 12 hours. Even if I'm feeling good and I've got the distance in the tank, do I have the speed to meet the deadline? And so trying to prepare the best I can, trying to run the numbers and make a plan. Plans change, and I can buy any gear, I can do any kind of math, and it doesn't change anything because we're not the day of yet. But right now, the only real power that I have is train, prepare, get my body right, get the reps in, and try to show up knowing I've done everything I can to be ready for this race, and then hope that leaves me with the confidence to attack it. This race is 12 hours long, like I said. It's a 3.1 or 2-ish mile loop, so it's basically a 5K every lap. And I wonder how that's going to play on the mentality of getting back up and going again, because you're not really, I mean, it's a mile less than I did last year for the laps, but you got to get back up and go a lot more times. Plus we're adding distance, so it is concerning that are we going to have a lot of struggles just to convince ourselves to start that next lap. You know, once you get started, you'll finish the lap, whether it takes you 20 minutes or 2 hours, you'll finish the lap. But that getting back to that comfort of your aid station, where your hydration, nutrition, and crew are, you know, sometimes leaving that seems pretty awful, or, you know, resting for a second in your chair can get pretty comfortable. And we are all creatures of the modern world, and we crave comfort. And so this is going to be nothing but discomfort, and that's the point. But how can we handle it mentally? Like I said in my chasing 50K video, some miles we crush, some miles crush us. And if you can respond well to the miles that crush you, then you've got what you need to be successful. Do hard things, because the harder stuff you make yourself do, the less hard a lot of everyday stuff seems. So, nutrition-wise, I'm planning on using G1M Sport, planning on using gels, and I'll do research and talk to smarter people than me about how to balance those two. I'll be using caffeine. Not sure what the methodology is going to be there, but definitely planning on having that. Foods, don't know. Probably going to bring quite a few things just to keep the variety there. You know, sometimes cravings can be real, and appeasing that craving can be a better reward than quality nutrition as far as mindset goes. You know, you eat something you feel good about, you know it's not going to fuel you for the effort. That's something else's job. But you might feel happier or more motivated or calmer, and that goes a long way too. So you got to balance needs, wants, and how to stay motivated and committed. We're gonna have a bigger group with us this time. There's at least 3 of us doing the 12-hour race. Looks like one guy's gonna join us for the 6-hour version and another guy for the 3-hour version, plus a potential crew member. So we should have less downtime, should have a lot more going on. So, time flies when you're having fun. Well, if I'm running and talking with people or to the camera, I feel like the miles just fly by. So having that camaraderie and that excitement and all the spectacle going is gonna be big to me, but I can't lose focus on the pace and the goal. I'm thinking about trying to make a chart that we can check off where we're at, so we have like a visual aid representing how like if I have the time listed on one side and mileage on the other, and we know where we got to be by a certain time, do we need to pick it up? Can we rest a little extra? Do we need to stay where we're at? So all that is possible, but like I said, none of that helps today. What helps today is doing more reps, taking more steps, building, just building. So I'm gonna keep running. Might have some more things to say, but if not, that's the plan. 50 miles, about a month and a half from now, and I'm gonna give it my best shot. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm happy that it's during the daytime, not overnight like my 50K was. So, not much left to it, but to hit the pavement and see what I can make of myself leading up to this race. See you guys.